Hi, my name is Jenny Kuchem. I am a counselor here at East Central College, and I'm here to talk to you a little bit about what to expect during an advising appointment. By the time you would reach an advisor, you'd have a few things completed as a student. You, of course, would have your application for admission done. Your student account would be activated, and you would either have placement testing or your transcript would be evaluated. So we would know you were actually ready to sign up for the classes. Um, so when you come to advising, there's a couple of different options as far as appointments. So of course we do in-person appointments, so you can meet with the general advisor face-to-face if you're comfortable with that. We do also have phone appointments. We realize that there are students that may have, work or family obligations that it might be difficult to come in. So we can definitely do a phone appointment as well. We do have a few advisors that also do appointments via Zoom. So if you want to, be face-to-face, but maybe you can't come in, that is an option as well. So when you come into an advising appointment, there are some basic things that, you can expect from any of us. Anytime you meet with an advisor, if you know what you're wanting to do, if you're unsure, we'll go over the degree plan. And it could be just the, Associate of Arts, Liberal Studies, I'm not really sure what I want to major in. We'll go over that. We do have pathways, and so we'll kind of talk about that. If you're interested in a health related field, we'll look at the associate's degree with the health pathway. So we'll kind of go over all sorts of degree options, vocational degrees, to kind of find out what the best fit is for you. And as far as picking out classes, all the advisors, we realize you have so much going on in your lives. Many of you are working, you have family obligations, you have outside, just all sorts of stuff, in your personal life that you have. So we want to make sure that we get you the best schedule that we can to maximize success. And so, I know myself as an advisor, and I know the others as well, we'll talk about, do you want day classes? Do you want evening classes? Do you want to go 4 days a week, 2 days a week? Do you want a class online? Do you want everything online? So we really talk to you about, what's going to work best for you, because, everybody's different. And so what works for you might not work for somebody else. So we definitely, give you that option and that flexibility. We realize that school is a priority, but it's not the only priority in your life. So we'll talk about that. And then we'll select classes, depending on where you're starting. If you don't have any transfer credit coming in, there are some basic things that you probably for sure take that first semester: the English, the math, the College 101 class. If you're in a vocational program and it's a very prescribed program where you have to start in this and move forward in the sequence, obviously, there might not be as many choices as if you were maybe going into an associate's in liberal studies and kind of unsure. So we go ahead, you'd pick out your classes, and we get all that kind of squared away. Students go full-time, some go part-time, we just try to make this there's not a one size fits all for all of our students. And so you don't have to worry when you come into advising that, you're going to have to do what everybody else does. In the advising appointment, you'll have a new student folder and have all sorts of information on it. It'll have information on your online, your online portal, which, of course, everything is activated, but, we kind of go over what you can find on there. We also talk about our online portal is Canvas. So if you do any sort of class online or that may have an online component, we'll talk a little bit about that. Your email, I can't stress this enough. I'm sure others will stress this as well. Please check your student email. It is the main form of communication that here at East Central. So just make sure you're checking your email so you're not missing any important information. There's student contact information. Another important thing is to sign up for ECC Alert. And so we'll talk to you about that as well. And that's just for text notifications. So that could be something like a snow day, or, if there was something more serious happening. So it's a really good, quick way to get information that's needed, while you're a student here at the college. So we also have other services in academic advising besides, just advising itself. We have transfer advising. So Becky Hyman is our transfer advisor, and she helps students kind of navigate that transition between here at East Central over to the 4-year. So she's got a lot of really great information about what to do during that process. I would definitely direct you to go to East Central's website and look at transfer advising. She's got a ton of awesome information. So we do have transfer advising. We also have career services. Stephanie McCrary does our career counseling. So, maybe you come in and you're talking to me and you're thinking, gosh, I might want to major in psychology, but maybe I want to do business, and you're unsure. So it might be a good time to set up an appointment with Stephanie to kind of talk about, pros and cons of that major. What does the job market look like? She also has a ton of interest inventories and other resources. So you can just kind of start exploring, what would be the best fit for you. So, it's a lot of really good information. We also have access services. So myself and Leslie Peters take care of that. That is for students who have disability related issues that we can provide accommodations. So if you had an IEP in high school, if you had a medical condition, a physical condition, psychiatric, whatever that is, you would have to provide documentation, but you could meet with Leslie or myself and we could see what accommodations you could potentially be eligible for. We also have counseling services. Myself and Leslie are also counselors, and so we offer free short-term counseling to all of our currently enrolled students. And that can look a lot of different ways. It could be more of an academic side. It could be talking about personal stuff. It doesn't have to be necessarily within the realm of, the four walls of East Central College. So we do offer counseling as well. So, I think as advisors, I think we all want to make sure that we give you guys as much information as possible as you're starting, because we know, the more info you have, the more likely you'll be successful. And also we know that, you're being bombarded with information. This is a new experience. You're coming to East Central and all of us are telling you things and you might forget it, and that's okay. So we have people come back and they're like, hey, you said something about this, could you help me with that? Yeah, absolutely. We will make sure that we can give you the information and get you connected to resources as best we can. So that's a little bit about what to expect during an advising appointment. I hope this was helpful. Thanks so much.